wrong airplane.
Yeah. So
What do you guys think of me sitting in an Airbus?
Fits you well.
I think it fits you pretty well. Here's your armrest.
Sitting in an Airbus.
Reconnected.
So what you hear there? There's a real controller online right now
This is the guy I met just now.
No, that's someone else. So there's a lot of controllers online. So yeah, basically we're gonna do a flight from Davao to Hong Kong, to Manila, and we'll kind of abbreviate a few things, I guess. Things are already loaded and
Loaded. Okay,
and
good,
the speeds are there.
Oh yeah, 136, 136, 141.
Yeah. So we'll just kind of go through it quickly and then.
Yeah.
All right. So welcome to the Airbus, Obet.
Thank you.
Welcome back, I mean.
Yeah, back to the Airbus. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a while since I was in an Airbus.
Does it feel a little strange?
Yeah.
little
No,
bit.
not too strange.
There's a lot more room in the front.
Yeah, where's the yoke?
The what? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So right now we're in Davao Airport.
Davao,
That's
yeah.
south of the Philippines. It's an en route alternate on the way to Australia and all that.
Yeah.
We're gonna fly north to Manila. So we have tower online. We're gonna get Manila control online as well. I'll be using this little headset here, and I'll be your PM today.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have ACARS function on this. So if we go over here to ATSU, AOC, and receive
Messages.
yeah, then you could press that one.
Try again.
There you go. There's the Metar. So
9 fuel, 1500, 32, 24, 1008.
yeah. So QNH is already set. Yeah, that's about 90 feet on my side. It's gonna be runway 23, so that's a short taxi out of here. So yeah, we just basically do things the way we do,
Yeah.
and we'll pretend we have passengers on board and everything, and we'll just talk about flying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
So for Davao, have you ever been here?
No.
No.
Overflown it. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, so it's basically straight out, then a right turn at 1,000 feet off to Ankin. There's 8 tons of fuel. How does
8
that
tons
make
of
you feel?
fuel. That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's just our contingency. sometimes.
Yeah. But that still gives us an hour and 10 minutes of extra fuel, so it's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so on the Airbus, I guess just like any other aircraft, we have all these flows and ways of setting this up. So this has already all been done,
Yeah.
and we're ready to go. The initial climb is at flight level 150. And all I need to do is call for clearance. Well, we can start with a checklist, right? So we can start with the cockpit
Checklist.
preparation checklist. So gear pins and covers,
Removed.
fuel quantity.
We've got, how much are we carrying? 56. Rather 8 tons.
Yeah.
8,000 kilograms.
Sure.
And yeah, balance I see there.
And the seat belts,
On
8 ears. So we go to nav.
what's that? The 8?
So 8 ears, yeah. So you go to data.
Oh, data.
Yeah,
Sorry.
data,
Yeah.
then IRS
And
monitor.
then IRS monitor, GPS monitor.
Mhm.
You do this on every flight?
Yes.
So nav
Nav.
on all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then baro ref. So QNH 1008.
Where's your barrel ref? This one?
Up here.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
1008. Yeah.
1008. So yeah, PF usually has the performance, and
flight plan.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go ahead and get clearance. Davao Tower, Sputnik 1. Our call sign Sputnik 1, by the way.
Okay.
Airbus 320 requesting clearance to Manila, flight level 360.
Sputnik 1 cleared Manila, Ankin 3 Papa departure, runway 23, data filed,
Yeah.
climb and maintain flight level 150 initially, squawk 4213.
Sputnik 1 is cleared to Manila via the Ankin 3 Papa departure off road runway 23, initial climb, flight level 150, squawk 4213.
Sputnik 1, read back correct, device ready for push and start QNH 1008.
QNH 1008 will advise for push and start, Sputnik 1.
So 1008,
Check.
clearance, we've looked at it.
Mhm.
What is it?
Ankin. Anakin, yeah, Anakin.
Anakin. I like Anakin Skywalker. Anakin 1-3 Papa departure. Flight level 150 reset. And squawk 4213.
Check. Yeah. So cabin is, let's just confirm.
Yes, Captain.
So we do the whole thing here, like all ready?
Cabin ready?
Yeah, boarding is complete and doors are also closed.
See the slides down. Yeah, good.
Raj, all right. So push back.
Yeah, good.
All right. Sputnik 01 request push.
Sputnik 01, push and start is approved, facing Alpha 3.
Push and start approved facing Alpha 3, Sputnik 01.
Ground okay to push and start Alpha 3. Do you have to do anything near?
Yeah, so we turn on the beacon light.
Beacon, yeah.
That's it. Yeah, the PF. We go beacon on, and then I'd set this to on, and then we do the checklist.
Checklist.
So before start checklist,
Go.
parking brake,
Is on.
takeoff speeds and thrust.
Set.
Okay, windows
Closed.
and beacon.
I won't say both, I just say on. It's
Yeah.
both of the same.
Yeah, okay. All right, before start checklist complete, and push back onto Alpha, facing Alpha 3.
Okay. Ground from flight deck, we're trying to push back facing Alpha 3.
Roger, Captain. Clear for push back facing Alpha 2. Please release parking brake.
Release parking brake. Hard brake off blocks at
Right, Captain. Commencing push, you may now start both engines.
start both. Good.
Level towers getting 662.
All right, so
Oh, blocks at 3.5. So,
3.5.
Sky
yeah.
Racer.
What do you guys say? Just say good start.
yeah, so
sequence.
yeah, on the Airbus, it's basically you just say engine 2
Standard
start.
start.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, engine 2 start.
Oh yeah, on the Boeing it's the other pilot that starts, right?
No.
Oh, okay, so
Whoever
the PF,
whoever
yeah,
the
so
PF says. PF says.
oh, okay, okay,
Standard start sequence and start number engine 2.
right.
That's what we say. Something.
And then who would initiate the start? The PF.
No, there's two. You see, on the set
Ah.
point, you pull to start the
I see.
the starter turning, and then the PF puts the
Ah, okay.
to run.
So on the 320,
because you guys don't have a pull.
no, we
Yeah.
don't. So you just twist that to ignition. No, this one,
So
the
you just
ignition start.
to ignition start,
Yeah.
and then
We'd wait for the amber crosses to disappear for the
Yeah.
FADEC to engage,
Yeah,
and then you
and
just
then
say engine
just
2 start. Yeah.
engine, yeah,
And then that's it.
engine.
You
master.
just watch.
Yeah.
So these are all live traffic actually. Those are actually guys on their flight simulators.
Flight simulators, yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty immersive, I guess. It's a good way to practice. Okay, so engine 2 is stable.
Hard brake set. Okay, start number 1 inch.
Yeah. So you just pull it up and forward, that's
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
There's a barking dog that started.
Yeah.
PTU,
The
whatever.
PTU, yeah.
Yeah.
As this guy over here.
Power transfer unit.
Yeah. So
Yeah, the rest is the same. The 7.4 you pull in and then you just watch. Yeah.
but there's still memory items, right, in case of a like a fire during
that's,
start.
that's hot start by itself.
Oh, okay.
To restart and safety to another start and
Mm.
yeah, it's just do it by itself.
So it's basically
Yeah.
the same, yeah.
Sky Racer 652, push and start is approved, face Alpha 4. Push and start approved, facing Alpha 4, standing to 652.
Okay, so that's done. So the sequence would be, yeah, you would put that
So
to
it's
normal.
To normal.
You'd turn the bleed off, APU bleed.
That's this one.
Just
this
blue
one.
light, and the master switch to
And
go
the master
off.
switch.
And my flow as the PM would be to arm the spoilers, reset the rudder trim, set flaps to 3, I'd have a look at our takeoff COG, which is
yeah.
29.9.
And then you can set this trim.
Yeah, and then we would check where's our arm. So then you could disconnect the ground.
Okay. High ground, we're clear to disconnect. Starts complete, clear to disconnect.
Though it is disconnected and signals it's be received inside and the left side at the same time.
On the left line.
So we'll pretend that we see him on the left. Bye-bye.
See in the pin.
Yeah. And
Before taxi or after start.
so after start checklist, anti-ice. Not required.
Off.
ECAM status.
Normal.
Trim.
And it's
29.9.
0.
After start checklist complete.
Taxi, thank you.
Okay. Sputnik 01 request taxi.
Sputnik 01, taxi Alpha 4, backtrack, line up runway 23, report ready for departure.
Alpha 4, backtrack runway 23, report ready for departure. Sputnik 01.
So you take the park brake off.
Yep.
Clear to the left.
Clear right side. I'll turn on some taxi lights for you here. Yeah, so in the simulator it might need a little bit more power because it's just the scenery and all that. Yep.
1, 2, 3.
So initially straight out, then a right turn is going to be our... Okay, so then my flow will be, you would say no changes to departure
No
brief?
changes to departure briefing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no changes.
Then I would go takeoff config test, and let's just make sure. Cabin crew, please be seated for takeoff. Cabin is ready, and
This guy coming on the runway.
oh, it's crazy guys in this airport. Okay, taxi checklist, flight
Yeah.
controls, checked, flap setting,
3.
config 3, radar and
Config
predictive
3.
wind shear, on.
On.
Engine mode selector, norm,
What do you call it?
Normal.
Oh yeah, mode. No.
and ECAM memo, takeoff, no blue.
Take off, no blue.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I forgot about all the colors you guys.
The
got.
colors we have in there. So-
Flex, all this business. Auto thrust, blue, blah blah.
We talk a lot.
Yeah, Airbus. That's I remember that. There's a lot of
A
talking.
lot of talking, yeah. Less flying, more talking on the Airbus, right?
It's good. It's just different.
Yeah, it's just a different way of flying. You guys call this the MCP, right?
Yeah. Control panel.
So there's a turn pad on the left side.
Racer 652, shoot the traffic behind, stand by for taxi for now. Departure, traffic in front.
All right.
Taxi Alpha 4 hold short runway 23. Taxi Alpha 4 hold short runway 23, Philippine 259. Racer 652, follow the Airline 777, taxi Alpha 4 hold short runway 23. Follow the Philippine 777, taxi Alpha 4 runway 23.
So cabin is ready. Checklist is complete. Oh, sorry, there's one more checklist. The lineup checklist. Lineup checklist. Takeoff runway.
2-3.
2-3.
Full
Yep. Full length. TCAS. TARA. And pack 1 and 2.
On. I presume.
Yeah, on. Lineup checklist complete. Lineup only. I'll report ready.
Ready.
It's Sputnik 01 ready.
Sputnik 01, wind 2103, leading off, runway 23, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 23, Sputnik 01.
Okay, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, so up to 50% initially. Then you go all the way to Toga.
And then is there Toga switch?
No, you just push it forward all the way, yeah.
flags, blah blah blah. What does Ross do?
Check. Thrust set. Rudder's just a little sensitive on this. 100 knots.
Check. Sensitive.
Yeah, it's a little sensitive. D1, rotate. Yeah. Positive climb.
Gear up.
You're up.
Nav.
Check. How's that feel?
Good. And on the Airbus, you don't do this, is it?
Oh, we don't touch it anymore.
Report when there's report departure, Philippine 2592. Static 01, contact Manila Control 119.3.
119.3, Sputnik 01, g'day. So climb mode, so now you can click
Climb mode?
yeah, and you can now click the takeoff thrust back. One more click back. There you go.
Thrust climb.
F speed, flaps 1.
Flaps 2.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Okay, thrust climb is engaged. Okay,
Yep.
yeah. Flaps
Yeah.
up.
Speed check, flap 0.
Is it flap 0 or flaps up?
Flap 0.
Flap 0. Yeah.
Same banana, potato.
Yeah.
Manila Control, hello, Sputnik 1 passing 2,700, climbing 15,000. Climb flight level 360, Sputnik 01.
Thank you.
Alright, setting 360 for you.
Flight level 360.
360.
After takeoff checklist, I presume.
So there's none anymore.
There's none.
There's no more, yeah. Nice. Captain Obet's flying an Airbus.
This is too wrong. Not enough thrust levers for a start.
Not enough thrusters. Oh man. Nice.
There's a lot of high ground around Davao.
Yeah, yeah.
To the left, I think. Is it?
That's it's called Mount Apo. It's the highest point of terrain in the Philippines.
Yeah, it's high.
It's like 11,000 feet. Yeah, so
So PF on weather.
yeah, PF would be on weather. I'm on the terrain right now.
Manila Control to Commune, Airline report. Wala niya report. All requests going opposite report time.
A very unusually good weather day in Davao, because it's usually
Foggy.
raining. And so everything that you hear now, these people,
Yeah.
those are all guys at their houses flying flight
Also
simulator.
flying as well.
Yeah,
It's incredible, isn't it?
it's great. It's awesome, and you can hear it's very realistic. You
Very,
know,
very.
the calls are realistic.
Who's the controller?
This guy is he's a real air traffic controller actually in real life. His name is Carl.
Okay.
So 10,000 feet, I have some flows to do, so I turned that off.
Nice. Yeah.
We could cycle the belts for the cabin crew.
Yeah, cycle the belts.
And airport, I turned this off. And rad navs are auto tuning. The secondary, I'm going to copy the active. And our optimum, cruising is 360, optimum is 360, and our recommended max is flight level 389.
Okay. I see. And
So now we're at the transition.
okay, transition.
So
I just push it.
pull on the 320.
Oh yeah, it's pull. Yeah.
Oh, it should be pull. Yeah. Let's see here. So standard cross track passing flight level
Standard.
121 now.
Check. 121.
it's a lot less movement on the side stick as compared to a yoke, right?
Yeah. I don't know, when I fly the yoke, I don't do too much of this.
Yeah, I saw your video for Instagram.
Yeah. And then AP autopilot is which one?
AP1 for you, yeah.
Okay, AP1.
Check.
Sorry, Manila Control, 2198.
Yeah, so I mean, it's really, that's it. Then we're just,
I'm in an Airbus.
yeah, they can all see that. So, I mean, like in terms of your flying career, you've been flying for, you said 40 years?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my gosh. And have you lost interest at all, or
No.
not at all?
No, it's the same as I'd want to go back to flying school again today. And the reason I want to go back just to pick up on some what the people are learning now, because we had different things. I mean, nowadays there's obviously all the glass cockpit, which we're all used to. We didn't have GPS. We didn't have quite a lot of things that are available now.
Yeah.
So it would be interesting to just go and do a flight lesson to see what they actually teach and how they teach. A lot of flight schools don't do spinning anymore,
Yes.
which we had to do and demonstrate on your
see.
PPL skills test, as you call it.
Yeah.
You had to demonstrate a spin and how to get out of it. Now I think they just do incipient stall and that's it.
Right.
Something like that. So yeah, things have changed a little bit.
And do you think that helps? That doesn't help, or does it contribute to less proficiency if you without that stuff?
No, I think it's just being able to recognize that the airplane is about to spin and stop it, and if you do get in, knowing what to do.
Right. Yes.
Because at flight schools, just about every year, some student spins into the ground.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yes. So it's knowing how to recognize it and being able to know how to get out of it. Most of the time, just let go of everything. Normally, the airplane will recover itself.
Right.
But the thing is, they fight it and make it worse because they think if I do this, I'll get the airplane back and maybe just plane. It generally wants to be stable and will fly out of it.
Yeah, I heard something like, I heard some of the trainers I used to fly with, they'd say when you're on an ILS, especially on an Airbus, when you feel like you just can't seem to center the needle, just let go.
Yeah,
and the aircraft
suddenly
will
just because it's got all the stabilities built into it. It wants to be stable. It doesn't want to be in any unusual position anyway. So,
right.
Yeah.
Right. So it's usually pilot induced.
Yes.
Yeah. So we were speaking a while ago, and I asked you if given the chance, would you consider moving to the dark side?
Yeah. After this takeoff, I think I'm going to the Airbus.
What makes you say that?
No, I'm just saying. No, this business of Boeing, Airbus, and so on, all of the airplanes are actually beautiful machines. They all fly well. They're just slightly different.
Yeah.
They're good machines. I don't think Airbus is better than Boeing. I don't think Boeing is better than Airbus. They're just different. They're safe, and they fly with different methods and so on. But essentially, the principles happening at the wing and the tailplane is the same.
That's right.
Yeah. So when I used to fly I told you I flew the Airbus A320, 600. I did the course in Toulouse with Airbus themselves, and it was a combined 300, 600 and A310. So that's the rating I got. And then I flew the aeroplane for 3 and a bit years. Yeah.
But that's a yoke, right?
That's a yoke.
A300.
But all these things of pull, push is the same. Exactly the same on the FCU.
Right.
Same. Identical. And the spoiler arm, you put that down after takeoff, right?
Yeah.
You just go bang.
Shebang.
Yeah. Yeah. That and the park brake is all the same. So I'm sitting here now, a lot of it has come back already. Quite very similar, Slightly different presentation on the ECAM, But yeah, essentially it's the same stuff that I understand. Yeah.
I'm happy to hear that.
Mm.
Hopefully when you make that decision, you'll remember coming here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, so as mentioned a while ago during your talk, we talked a lot about how, obviously, depending on the country, here, especially in the Philippines, it's more of a norm that that cadets are kind of, I would say, burdened to purchase their own type ratings.
Yeah.
So, that being the norm, how would you say would be a good way for these low experience pilots to kind of get up to speed? Because yes, we say that they're going straight to an Airbus or to a Boeing or whatever. They skip a lot of very essential parts, like maybe not flying multi-engine piston. They might, because technically you can go from a 172 to a A320. So how would you say these guys could mitigate that gap of what they missed flying either as an FI or flying like a Seneca or those kind of aircraft?
Yeah. For a start, nowadays, of course, we've got a plethora of videos on YouTube, on Instagram, so I think those videos being done by the airlines and the various companies that do videos showing actual airline operation and so on are vital for these guys to be watching. I'll be watching a lot of those just to see what goes on and what the interaction is between crews on the flight deck for takeoff, in the cruise, what actually happens for approach and landing. You can glean a lot of what the operation is like in a multi-crew environment because these videos and presentations are all available on YouTube online.
Yeah.
So I would suggest they do a lot of that, watching that kind of stuff. It gives them a very good idea of what goes on in the cockpit. Next, of course, certain countries, like you said to me, before these youngsters can go to an airline, I expected to do a type rating. And I had a question from one of them saying, should they do an A320 type rating or an ATR type rating? And as I said earlier, the type of aircraft doesn't really matter. It's more the content of what you get out of it. And what you get out of it is the multi-crew operation. Because a multi-crew operation is going to be similar whether it's a 320 or ATR. So that's the value you're getting out of it. Not so much the actual type of aircraft rating. So concentrate more on what you're getting out of working together. How do you work together as a crew to get an aeroplane safe?
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say a legacy airline. Legacy airline compared to a low-cost airline. How would you? Because some people take different paths. Some people go, okay, I'm going to go build experience on a low-cost airline first before I go to a 5-star legacy airline. Other guys would rather go straight into a legacy airline as a second officer instead of having to go FO on a low cost then FO. So what do you feel it would be more? I know it's unfair to say one is better than the other. So what are your thoughts on that?
I don't think one is better than the other. I think it's the experience level at entry. If you go as a second officer to one of the legacy airlines, you're going in and you're picking up the culture, the philosophy, and the practice of what that airline does earlier. So you're getting into intimate knowledge of how the airline operates. If you come in as a direct entry first officer, having had time with another, maybe a low-cost carrier, you're coming in with a different culture and philosophy from whatever airline you're coming from. You'll have to unlearn that to get into the new culture. But the airline is taking advantage of the fact that you're coming in with experience. So they're having you with experience already. All they have to do really is indoctrinate you, as it were, into what how they do it.
I see. So, but how about like further down the road? Would I assume that coming from a previous operation with actual flying time and takeoff and landing, so even if you're much higher experience level, but seniority in the company you'd be lower.
Yes.
If there was, so you say, so if there was no requirement for captains now, this guy with less experience but is senior to you would probably, by the time there would be a requirement,
He'd be
ready for
yes,
it.
and you'd be the most senior to take it.
I see. Okay.
But by the time that happens, you've now spent 3 or 4 years, maybe 4 years, as first officer, direct entry, and you're at the same point in terms of airline culture, knowledge of how they do it, and so on, that he was when you joined as direct entry FO.
I see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, 500 to go. We're about to reach our cruising
Check.
altitude. Yeah. So.
Does
sorry.
it give you a chime?
No, only when the autopilot's off.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
The Boeing gives you the chime all the time. The 400 doesn't, but it does matter.
Oh, okay. So Mach alt cruise. So yeah, a few things that.
Okay. Mach alt cruise.
So first thing we do is we put the TCAS selected
below.
to below. Yeah. We would have a look through the
You
systems.
go through all the pages.
Yeah, we just
That's
checked
very
that.
Airbus.
Yeah, we just checked that there's nothing really amber or anything that looks a little
Yeah.
strange. So we just basically go through that.
The thing is, anyway, it doesn't matter. The thing is, if there was anything amber, it would come up.
It would come up. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there are a few things that may not come up, such as the other. There was a time where I saw one of the on the pressurization page, one of these inlet vents was kind of doing this, and it wasn't quite a fault, but it was something we were able to identify. Oh, it might be something. Yeah, it wasn't really a big deal, but
But was there anything on ECAM?
no, it didn't come out.
So there was
But
nothing wrong.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Exactly. Yeah.
That's why we don't tend to look for things
Yeah.
if they're not there.
Don't look for them. Yeah, makes sense. Oh, seatbelts whenever you'd like.
Yeah. well,
Passengers. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure they're waiting to go to the toilet. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Then what we would do is we'd have a look at our fuel. We'd do our fuel check. We'd have a look at our ETPs and start
ETP,
getting
yeah,
ERAs.
same.
Yeah.
So that's the same as Boeing. Yeah, same.
Yeah.
We do all that.
So the multitude of pilots you fly with.
Yeah.
They're all from different countries.
Different
right?
countries,
Yeah.
yes.
Have most of them? I'm sure most of them had a relatively easy time getting up to speed with the the SOPs and all that. Was there something that you identified with the new guys, especially the ones with no time, that they really had a hard time adapting to in flight?
Most of the people that come in as direct entry FOs have got this difficulty of getting into the culture of the airline.
Okay.
And they don't know, should I call the captain or can I use the first name? Should I, do you have to wait for the captain to get on the bus first? All these little things, because there's a lot of differences in Asia.
Yeah.
A lot of different airlines have got different cultures. You don't stand up or get off the bus until the captain gets off. There's all these things. The different airlines have different things like that, and it's managing all that sometimes that these guys, the direct entry FOs, have to.
Yeah.
And it's really a case of them just talking to other long-time FOs, SOs. Hey, what happens here? What do you guys do with this? And you pick up all that, and you just have to try and remember that. It can be quite difficult depending on.
Yeah. Sorry, I have to interrupt. We got a message from
Let's
ATC.
see.
Log on to RPHI.
RPHI, okay.
So we have CPDLC on this aircraft.
Yeah. Where's your CPDLC on here?
So it would be
It's on here as
on
well.
this, yes. So we go RPHI, then notify. It's pretty cool. We got to practice this on a simulator.
Yeah. Notify. That's the that's the send.
Yeah.
On board. Yeah.
So hopefully it connects. If not, we can always revert to voice.
And when it does it come up?
It should say
ATC com established.
connected or yeah. This is actually a sort of an experimental function. of
Okay,
this,
good.
So, but
That's
we
good.
received the notification from him to log on. But
Yeah.
anyway.
So probably it's working. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, AOC menu. So ATC.
Connection.
So So we got a message.
Receive messages.
Okay, so yeah, we haven't received another one yet. Anyway, yeah, we'll see what happens. So, what do you talk about on a really long flight, like with guys?
Oh, we talk about, when you're on a long flight, you talk about, because I'm usually in training. I'm on the train. Traffic.
Oi. Oh, so it's auto TCAS.
It's auto TCAS, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the airplane there.
Yeah.
Clear.
Sputnik 01, TCAS R8. We're clear of conflict now and reaching flight level 360. Well, that was easy.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wasn't planned, right? I don't think that was planned.
No, I saw the airplane there,
Oh.
and when I looked in, it immediately did the cover.
Sorry, we're in heading mode at the moment, so you can press to manage the heading.
Heading, that's that one.
There you go.
Managed. Okay.
Yeah. Check. So,
That's a glitch they could do that after clear of conflict, it automatically goes to managed.
oh, for the Boeing.
I said that's what they should do. In
Oh
Airbus.
yeah. It goes to heading mode.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
Should, yeah, but afterwards it should go back to managed.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
So, what would you say would be something that you would recommend to a lot of guys who have quite a bit of experience as FO on a low cost, let's say, with maybe 2,000 hours or 2,500 hours? Some are always confused. Should I wait for command in my current airline, or should I go for a FO position in a big airline or a legacy airline?
So the way the aviation industry works, if you wait for command in your low-cost airline, will command in the low-cost airline guarantee you a direct entry captain position in the airline that you want to join? 99% of the time it's no.
Not. Yeah.
So if there's a particular airline you want to join doesn't take direct entry captains, and that's the company you want to join, once you have the experience, I'd go to the airline sooner as an FO, build up and become a captain there. But if your intention is to get command and then use that command for entry into other companies and so on, then stay and get experience as a commander and then move within, say, Asia as a captain.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Because they take captains,
That's
Asia,
direct.
all these people, Indonesia, there's lots of companies that take Fly Dubai. Don't tell me now. Yeah. They take direct entry captains and you've got the time. So if that's your intention, but if your intention is to join a specific airline, you may as well, once you've got the time to get in and build your time there and get your command there, because that's where you want to be.
Right.
Stay.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's a very common question.
Yes.
It's what do I do? Do I stay? Do I go?
Yeah. What's your intention? That's the thing.
I see.
What's your intention? You're 20-something, early 30s. You've got the time. Yeah. You getting there fast doesn't mean you're there.
Right.
If you like. In my language in Shona in Zimbabwe, there's a saying kumanya hakusi kushika, meaning getting there in a hurry doesn't mean you've arrived when you get there. So build up the time, get the experience, and get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. That's a bit of a mind opener.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I would say in the Philippines, the mindset of most people would be quickest way to command.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, but that's not always that. If you get the hours, 4,000 hours, even if you got them here, you've arrived to be a commander.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it quality experience that you'll be getting to get you to the command hours? You know what I mean?
And what would you say, in your opinion, would be the traits of a good commander?
Yeah. A good commander, in my opinion, is somebody on a personal level that cares for the crew all the crew and the flight deck and so on has respect for the crew, because those people are working with him or her to ensure a safe operation. So that's very important. A good commander is very, very well versed in understanding the aircraft systems, because knowledge of the aircraft systems and keeping that knowledge at a very high level allows for a safe operation, and that allows extra capacity to look at other things, because you're not worried about understanding why something's happened, because you know the system.
Right.
So when something comes up, even if the ECAM came up, the ECAM has come up, but you already understand what could have brought up that, because you understand the system. So all you're doing now is what to do about it and what decision you're going to make, how is it affecting the operation, but you're not trying to decipher what it means.
Right.
Yeah, you already have an inkling of what it means and why it's happened and why it could happen. You need to keep that level of knowledge very high all the time as a commander. You know how you drive a car, and you're driving and you've got some friends in the car, and you know that the engine doesn't sound just right. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
Even though there's nothing showing that, and everybody in the car says, yeah, but sounds fine. And you say, no, there's something, it just doesn't sound right. You should be in tune with your aircraft to that degree. A lot of times, I'll give you an example. If you're flying from A to B, the Airbus does the same thing. A to B, at some point, if let's say A is at sea level, B is at 5,000 feet. At some point on that sector, the pressurization will automatically adjust the landing altitude to the destination of 5,000 feet.
Yeah.
And if you are in tune with the aeroplane, you'll discern when the aeroplane pressurization starts to climb.
You'll feel it.
You'll feel it in your ears. So you can be talking like this, and the cabin starts climbing, even though we're talking. And when that happens, I'm in tune. I always check on what we call the ECS page, probably the same on the Airbus, the air conditioning page, to see why is the cabin. And even though there's nothing, I'm just saying the cabin is climbing, but why?
Yeah.
Then I look at it and say, it's adjusting to the destination altitude. But that's the level of in tuneness, if there was a word like that, that you as a commander should be in. Maybe the less experienced FOs and so on might not be, but you should be.
Yes. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be one with your aircraft. Right?
Yes.
So.
All the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's our top of descent arrow. So.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I remember that too.
Yeah.
Okay, briefing.
Yeah, so briefing, don't have the chart with me, but it's basically going to be the ILS approach.
Yeah, we just do a recall and blah, 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 and then we do the descent checklist.
There's no descent checklist.
Yeah, we do a descent
Oh, you do a descent checklist, okay.
Yeah, we do a briefing, then we do a descent checklist.
Yeah.
And then there's nothing until approach.
Right, then we do the landing distance and all that stuff.
Calculate the landing distance. Ladies and gentlemen, we're commencing our descent shortly. Temperature is this. Weather is fine in Manila. And wish request descent.
We can take the 3 Papa arrivals, Sputnik 01. Say again, altitude, please.
120.
Descent flight level 130, Laia 3 Papa arrival, Sputnik 01. It's a nice day.
Yeah,
few clouds,
nice.
12 knot headwind.
33 degrees, 2977. You can pre-select 2977?
Not on the 320.
Oh, that's 330, right?
330, I think the 330, 350 you get. Yeah, so here at Sputnik, I remember I interviewed you when we first started. We were doing this online. Now I'm happy that we're doing it together in real life.
Yeah.
We've come a bit of a long way. We started off as a community of gamers online, and all those who wanted to become pilots. And a lot of those guys are now in flying school, or have just joined the airlines, whether it's in Cebu Pacific or AirAsia or some of the low-cost airlines here in the Philippines. And today we're now a flight simulator facility handling, recreational. We call it recreational because there's no licensing or anything like that. But as you can see, it's a pretty realistic simulator.
It's very realistic. It's very nice.
The communication. Oh, Manila control is something to do. I think he's gonna wait for us to land. But yeah, well, we get to communicate properly online. We follow the procedures. On a real day, we'd have all the charts out.
All the charts, yeah.
Yeah, we do all the briefings.
Do a proper briefing.
Yeah. But it's pretty nice. So if you ever had your friends that you wanted to fly with for fun, to come over here.
Come over here, yeah. Yeah, it's good.
You should bring Madam P here.
I'm going to.
Yeah, that would be great.
I'll bring her here, yeah. She can sit here as the captain.
in her correct
yeah, exactly.
rank.
Yeah. Alpha.
Call it Alpha. Manila approach, hello, Sputnik 1, descending flight level 160, information Alpha. Uh-oh. Manila approach, Sputnik 01.
Sputnik 01, good afternoon. Manila approach identified. Descend flight level 130, QNH 1008.
Descend flight level 130, QNH 1008, Sputnik 01.
Flight level 130.
Flight level 130.
The transition is 130.
It is, yes. Yeah, so that guy on ATC right now is he's actually a doctor.
He's a doctor, but
He's
he
a
just
doctor.
likes
But-
flying and
So we met him online. He was doing this as a controller on the online, and he just joined flying school. He's shifting
very
careers.
good.
Yeah,
Excellent.
he's gonna become a pilot now.
One thing I've noticed in my time is a lot of doctors want to be pilots or wanted to be pilots,
Right.
and there's a number of pilots who've wanted to be doctors.
Myself included.
Yeah, I wanted. I said if I don't do engineering, I'll do medicine.
Do medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the jumbo, there's no cabin crew and everything, right? So
So here, we're still 22,000 at 20,000. Prepare the cabin for landing.
Yeah, same.
Same. I mean, top of descent normally is also the same as the passenger sterile period with the cabin.
Yeah.
After the PAA,
Right.
30 minutes to landing. That's it. Unless it's something urgent.
right.
They really won't disturb the flight deck. Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah. So basically, that green circle over there is our profile. We get our profile.
This
We
one
go to
here?
idle. Yeah. It's very.
So does it go to idle itself, or you just put it?
No, this doesn't move.
Oh yeah. By the way, I forgot. I forgot it doesn't move.
Yeah. You don't.
So,
You just leave it. Yeah, it's on idle.
Idle. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like when I did my Boeing training, it was like, it's weird. It's moving on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully, we get to teach more and more people,
Yeah.
get them here, and kind of guide them towards.
Yeah, I think it's
procedure.
beautiful what you're doing. This is.
Thank you.
It's very good. It's very nice, and like I said, it's given me some idea. Maybe we could do something that's recreational like this
Yeah.
back home in Zimbabwe. I think it would encourage a lot of youngsters
Yeah.
into the aviation scene. 20 above.
Yeah. Cabin crew, please prepare the cabin for arrival. Yeah, it's always nice, especially nowadays with the availability of this, these
Yeah.
lower cost simulators.
Low cost
right?
simulator. I mean, we could be talking to the same guy you guys are using as well.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
could be in there.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Information Charlie.
Charlie, any change? 2-4 approach.
Say again, 2 waypoints, Sputnik 01.
Anton.
Confirm Natai?
Direct Nate, because it's runway 24.
Negative, sir, Anton. Confirm, sir, you were cleared for the ES7 Papa.
Negative, Leah 3 Papa.
Sputnik 010, Roger, descend 5,000, BGT 230 knots, good to go.
Descend 5,000, speed 230 knots or below, and confirm our direct waypoint.
301, cancel the direct waypoint up. Follow the Laia 3 Papa.
Roger, Leia 3 Papa, descend 5,000, Sputnik 01, and reducing 230 knots.
Okay, reducing 230 knot,
So-
5,000 terrain.
Yeah, 5,000 terrain. So 230, you'd have to pull it.
230.
Yeah,
Yeah, pull. I've got control.
yeah. Then 230, so you're on selected
230
speed
knots.
now.
Okay, 230 knots, selected speed.
Check.
Yeah, it's the same as the A300.
Yeah, pull.
Yeah. I've got it. You've got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's also nice with the scenery and stuff. It's actually so much
actually-
better now.
It's very well done.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if I came here and I was keen to be a pilot, I would want to be a pilot. Having sat in here, looked at this,
51 Manila.
you know, I'd say,
Yeah.
I'd immediately say, yeah, this is what I want to do.
I mean, it's fun. It's you know,
It's fine, yeah, yeah.
160,
Like I said, this could be used for procedure training.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
people could come in here and do, because it's an IPT,
Mhm.
essentially, what you have here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
With
With
much
visual.
better visuals.
Yes. You know.
Yeah, it's very immersive, and we've had a lot of kids come here, like
Sputnik 01, that's not time.
direct Natai Sputnik 01. So you go to the direct page.
Oh, I thought you do that.
Below 10,000, the PM would be on the MCDU.
Okay.
But above 10,000, it can be you.
Okay.
So you go
Natai.
Natai, and then you go a beam
It is. Do I
with the
have
beam
beams?
points.
Yeah, there's a beam points.
Yeah. Then you just go insert,
And then
direct to
insert.
insert. And then we would vocalize
Yeah.
Nav Natai.
Nav, what have we got?
And the
Oh,
two-way
there's nav
point is
here.
yeah, and
Nav
then,
to Natai.
yeah, check.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't connect that. So Natai. The DC band.
Thanks
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah. How is the 747 with descent, like with profile management? Is it slippery or?
The Dash 8 a bit more than the
Really?
400. A bit more, but yeah, because it's a different wing. It's a very supercritical wing.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you'd be configuring earlier and doing all those
Sometimes
things.
at the heavier weight for sure, yeah.
Mm.
It's a bit more slippery than the 400. A little
I
bit
see.
more, yeah.
So right now the speed's getting away from us
Yeah,
because
so-
on managed.
So what did you do? Speed brake or what?
Yeah, so you would go speed brakes.
So
You push it down and then pull it to like half. Yeah.
speed. Do you announce that or you just
Yeah, you would just
Speed
say
brake
speed
half.
brake. Yeah.
or speed brake? Open descent.
Check.
Thrust idle.
Check.
Open descent. So distance 25 miles, 11,800.
So we're 40 track miles now to the threshold.
What's this one here? That's to the next waypoint.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh
yeah.
So here we'd be
Okay.
referencing
And then
that.
39 miles. 39 miles. 35 miles, 10,000 feet, 250
Mm-hmm.
knots is good. Somewhere there.
Something we teach here as well is mental math.
Yes.
So
We're doing it all the time.
yeah, especially in Hong Kong, right? Like you're trying to reach cyber by 260, reach in 2 minutes, reach
Yeah.
in, you know. It can be a handful to constantly compute
we're
that,
away.
right?
Yeah, but we teach every 10,000 feet. 5,000 if it's busy. Calculate 3 times.
Request the ILS, please. Sputnik 01. Sputnik 01, request radar vectors for the ILS.
Sputnik 01, roger. Roger.
Say again, coming in broken for Sputnik 01.
Sputnik 0 apologies. Accredited move 01 cleared for the ILS approach runway 24.
After NATA direct Lima Lima 401, cleared ILS runway 24, Sputnik 01. All right, so the QNH is set, cross-check,
Set and cross-check.
passing 9,700 and 700 now.
Now, check.
Then 10,
Same.
10 above. Then you would press the LS button on your side.
Okay, LS, yeah, good.
And
Media
then
Mike Alpha 109.9, yeah, that
Check.
checks.
Then we'd go and do the approach checklist.
Approach checklist.
Approach checklist, barrow ref.
What do you say, 1008?
Yeah, QNH 1008.
QNH 1008.
QNH 1008, seatbelts.
On.
Minimum we didn't put in. I will put that in for you. So minimum
Is barrel 375 set.
auto brake
We set it, I think.
to
Auto brake.
low
On low, yeah.
and engine mode selector.
Norm.
Approach checklist complete.
So
Cool.
you say norm after
Norm.
takeoff checklist. Why are you doing it in the descent when nobody's touched it? Yeah.
Well, on the 320 at least, when you're in heavy rain or precipitation,
Oh, I see.
you'd
You
set
might
that
leave
to ignition.
To ignition.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if you use the IAE engines, I believe it has an auto ignition mode when you're on descent.
Yeah.
So,
When the flaps are out of up on the 7.4, the ignition comes on.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that D is now white. It
Yeah.
should be amber. It should be this
Green.
this D circle here.
Oh, there.
That's supposed to be the decel point where we go into the approach phase.
Okay.
So constraints, yeah. So you can push that, manage that.
And then just manage
Yeah,
it.
then it'll or
Then it
automatically
will just do
target.
it by
yeah.
itself, yeah.
And you said you wanted flaps 1?
Yeah, speed's coming back. We're
Okay.
not too fast now. Flaps 1.
Speed check. Flaps 1. Sputnik 01, any speed control?
On speed.
Okay, so the approach disconnected. He disconnected? Sputnik 01, any speed control?
Sputnik 01, speed 230 knots.
Request 190.
Approved.
Roger. So we're approved at 190 knots.
Yeah.
So we are might be a little high.
A little bit high.
Yeah.
Flaps 2.
Speed check.
Yeah.
Flaps 2. So 4,000. Yeah, we're about 2,000 high. So you could pop the speed brakes, pull the speed.
And then what do you normally go? Flaps 3?
No, so we at
So
this point
you
we're
just pull
still
the speed, right?
Yeah, so I would pull the speed at this point and maybe select 170
Yeah.
and then just
165.
let it come down. And we're cleared for the ILS, so we can go down to 2,100 for this because this is actually the RNP values.
Okay.
They kind of mix and match here. So we might level off because of the 5,000 arm. So I would set
So we can
two-
set now 2,100.
2,100, yeah. Well, the proper way obviously would be
2,100.
well, 3,500 initially because that's the constraint
the
altitude.
initial constraint,
yeah.
but
we're gonna get way
But
past it.
we'll be
yeah.
way past it. So
Yeah.
What we say is altitude constraint is assured.
When established.
Then you set.
Tower 118.
Okay.
Please follow 1. Good day.
Roger, when established, Tower 1181, Sputnik 1. 5 aboves, I would call the cabin crew.
Seat the cabin.
Yeah. Cabin crew, please be seated for landing.
Select approach. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then you would press the other autopilot.
Oh yeah,
as
and
well.
autopilot too. Oh, it
Yeah.
doesn't engage automatically, by the way.
Yeah.
It does on the Boeing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, lock star.
Check.
Glide slopes moving. That's good.
Yeah, so we're slightly above.
Yeah.
We'd go gear down first. But yeah, we could go flat.
Is it flap 2 and then
Flap 2, gear down,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Gear down. That will help us come down. And flap 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
118.
Little Tower, Sputnik 01, established ILS runway 24.
Sputnik 01, power good afternoon, wind 260 degrees south, master runway 24, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 24, Sputnik 01. So we're clear to land.
What's the missed approach?
4,000.
2,500.
Okay.
Checked.
Check.
Looks like yeah, that's good. Then
Slope.
yeah, you
Missed
could
approach set.
checked.
I could close this.
Yep. Yeah, on the Boeing it's open speed window.
I
right?
know. And flaps full.
Speed checked. Flaps full.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. ECAM memo. Standby. That'll come out in a bit. Beautiful view of Manila.
Yeah.
Lima Lima 403, altitude check. Missed approach set.
Check. And the approach speed is V up is what, +5 normally?
It's already set to 135. That's
Yeah.
that's yeah +5
Yeah, it's +5,
from the
yeah.
VREF.
from the VLS. right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you keep going on this until it says retard, or what?
It's actually a matter of preference, really, but
Preference,
I retard the thrust levers by about 30 feet regardless.
Yeah.
If it's gusty, then you keep it on. It's really just a reminder.
Yeah. Yeah. Normally 30 you'd start.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a much later flare on this aircraft. On this aircraft.
I'll try and remember it.
Yeah, because you guys are flaring at
Yeah,
like
yeah.
40, 40 feet already.
Yeah, because it looks so low. Yeah.
Wow, we get the sunset as well. Look at that.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah.
Golden hour.
Yep.
This is far better than the APT. For sure. Yeah.
1,000.
I think if the IPT had this on the Airbus.
The Airbus. 1,000 stable.
Check.
And whenever you'd like to disconnect the autopilot, it's all yours.
And you do it here, right?
Yeah, double click that one when you're ready. There you go. 1,000. On speed 500.
Minimum.
Continue.
Check. +1 700. +1 1,000. On speed 700.
100.
Speed 700.
Glide slope.
Disregard.
40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Tracer's green.
Sputnik 01, welcome to
Decent.
Manila, decay Romeo 4, left Charlie.
Romeo 4, left Charlie, Sputnik 01. Sputnik 01, enable Romeo 4, request Echo 4.
Sputnik 01,
70 knots.
Echo 4, left Charlie.
And you're braking.
Yeah, so you could bring the thrust levers forward. There you go. Then
Oh, you
can
don't push these
vacate.
down. Okay.
Oh, you click this forward. So you push this forward.
Forward,
And
and
they
that
come off,
drops
yeah.
them. Right.
Sputnik 01, Levi, 8 Romeo 5, Romeo 6, Golf 8, Whiskey, Terminal 1, static.
Romeo 5, Romeo 6, Golf 8 Echo. Sorry, Golf 8 Whiskey and Terminal 1. They have choice. Sputnik 01. Good day.
Okay.
So this is Romeo 5.
And then right again.
Right
That's
again onto Romeo 6.
Romeo 6.
Then Golf 8 Whiskey is kind of just a left merge. Nice.
Well, we got here. After a fashion.
So right turn over here. And then we can basically, we can either cut across onto that line over there, or
That's where I used to park with the 7-4.
Oh yeah, yeah, this is the cargo terminal, right? Yeah.
No, passenger.
Oh,
This is the passenger, the old passenger.
no, this one, yeah. This is the old passenger.
Yeah, we used to park here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There and where that aeroplane is.
Yeah.
And there as well.
Oh, we could go ahead and park there then.
Yeah.
So you can make a left turn onto this line.
Because, you know, before they built that new
Yeah.
terminal, this was the main terminal.
Yes, yes.
And the 7-4 used to park where this aeroplane is, and also this was the cafe. These
Oh.
places here was where cafe was mostly. And just where this aeroplane is here,
Mm-hmm.
on the left in front there, is where what's his name?
Aquino got
Aquino
shot.
got shot.
Yeah,
just there.
over here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I used to park just there all the time.
You know, there's like a placard there. There's a metal plaque there.
Where he died.
So yeah, so
Yeah,
you can
going
go straight
diagonal
into
like
there.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lights are off. APU is started. After
Yes,
landing
after landing
checklist. Radar and predictive wind shear. Off. After landing checklist complete.
Check. Yeah, this was 7-4 bay, 7-4 bay, 7-4 bay. Passenger. Yeah.
Looks pretty realistic. doesn't it?
Yeah.
Even the font is the same.
Yeah, the same.
Yeah.
Abu Hai. Yeah.
Well, I'm happy you got to fly back to Manila, be it in our simulator. Yeah, this.
I'll stop somewhere just here.
Yeah, you can go a little bit more. Marshallers are off duty today.
Yeah.
That should be pretty good. All right. Cool. So parking brake, pull it up. There you go. Parking brake.
Reset.
APU bleed is on, and you may shut down. So yeah, we'd wait for 10%,
Yeah.
and
Before the
and the
seatbelt.
slides would come off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and seat belts and beacon whenever you like.
And who does that appear?
You, yeah.
That's-
So
you see, that's different.
Seat belt,
That's different.
then the beacon light on the
No
left.
smoking out there. Where's your beacon?
One more.
That's a wing.
There you go.
Beacon
Nice.
of- Oh, I forgot. I remember now, of course. Airbus is
Yeah.
forward on.
Yeah.
This is off. This is on.
Yeah, on Boeing,
On the
right?
Boeing, yeah. It's just typical.
Cockpit to ground. Parking brake set. On shocks 4-6, nil defects, and request external power.
Roger. External power connected. Welcome to Manila.
Roger, thank you.
Thank you.
So we're just waiting for external power to come up over here. There you go.
It
You
is.
can go ahead and yeah, then you can either turn off the APU or you can leave it on. Here we train everyone to be GOP oriented. So
Yeah, so cold. What about the packs? You just leave them.
you
there.
just leave them.
Yeah,
then you
yeah.
can turn off the
Then
APU
APU
bleed
can go
and the APU master
And
switch.
then APU master goes off.
Parking checklist, parking brakes,
Set.
engines,
What do you do? Is just off? Or
off,
cut off.
wing lights,
Off.
fuel pumps.
Those go off.
Yeah, they're off. White
They're
lights.
off, yeah.
Yeah. Parking checklist complete.
Check. Thank you very
Nice
much.
flying with you.
We're here.
We made it.